Today I'm coming to you from Waterloo, Illinois, just across the river from St. Louis, visiting one of the best companies in this market, Total Roofing. I actually met the owner on my previous tour when I visited Davey Cox with the Cox Roofing, and let me tell you, their competitors love them, respect them, and give them a lot of credit. This is part of our legacy tour, my last dance season. We're only doing it with the 10 companies. This is 10 out of 10. We have 9 to go. We're looking for the best of the best in each market. We have 7 spots left. If it's you, reach out. It's financial and time commitment from us and you have to be the best in the game. Let me show you why Total Roofing fits the bill.
I'm Mike Augustine, owner of Total Roofing St. Louis, and I am considering myself extremely fortunate to be a business owner.
All right, this is it.
This is it, yep.
Man, first of all, I saw your logo and I think it's awesome. Igor thinks it's a little bit too busy, but let's go here. From outside in, when you see it like on the trucks, it looks like umbrella.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Tell me the story of this logo, because this is one of my favorite logos, honestly. First of all, it does not have roof lines.
Yeah.
It has this, I like it, but it's an umbrella and you can see
St. Louis in the background.
Yeah.
The guys that designed it, I thought the same thing. I really liked that I had the same exact thing in mind as the
Did you ask for it, or how did you come
No,
up with it?
they actually shot it to me. I started the company in 2020. Leading up to that, I was doing sales and insurance adjusting. And in April of 2020 is when I finally decided now's the time to make the jump. You know, when I got out of college, I had taken a job just at a desk and I hated it. I thought I had diabetes. I went to the doctor and was like, I think I have diabetes because I'm so tired. Like, this is not normal. And they're like, well,
What kind of job it was?
It was a job with a logistics company. And the only reason why I took it was because it was with a friend of mine, and he got the job and he was able to get me on, and they would pay to relocate us. So we had always wanted to live in Florida. So we moved to Tampa and we went work down there. And I met a lot of cool people down there, but it sucked being in the office. So I went to the doctor and she was like, no, you just come from a lifestyle of doing something, you know, a lot, and then now you're sitting behind a desk. You're okay. You just need to
get out.
You know, like you need to get back to playing sports or doing something. So
let me see the haircut.
What's up? Oh man.
That's it?
That's it.
Yep. Hey, this is what you do.
Like
when we come, you get haircut right before, nice and clean. You're tall, man.
Yes.
Did you play ball?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'6". I don't know.
6'6"?
6'6", 6'5". Depends on the shoes.
Wow.
When I started my company, I promised myself my company would never fail.
You started with your uncle?
Yeah, he's the one that taught. He's the one that taught me roofing. He was kind of an old school guy, and they come from the install side of things, and he could only really teach me so much. So then I kind of ventured off and did my own thing. My uncle he comes from the install, so he could do repairs. He was a salesman, but he can go out and do repairs as needed. And I think that's what was happening when he fell off the ladder, and the way that they acted was just ridiculous.
So he fell off?
Yeah.
Did he die?
Yeah.
On the spot? Or?
On the spot, yeah. It taught me, something that I already had known, but it's just that, one, with him, how he passed, it's just, life is precious. It don't matter how many times you climb up and down the ladder. He had been roofing for 40 years. The roof was 8 foot tall. It don't matter. You have to slow down, and you gotta be.
Most of accidents actually are not happening on 3 stories, 1 story.
So it taught me that slow the down, because we've all been there. We're on a roof. We got to get to our next appointment. We might be even on the phone. We have things in our hands. It taught me almost every time I get off the roof now, I take my time, and I almost always think of him. And it taught me really to just slow down in that sense. But it also taught me a lot about, I didn't understand how everything was works with like workers' comp and everything early in the business, on the business side of things. I didn't really know that. And what I know now, I think we could have pursued it a little bit more and been able to maybe get some money for his son Josh. He did have a life insurance policy, which was good, but what happened and how they handled it, I felt like they should have paid more for.
I'm just reading your walls. Growth starts where comfort ends. Eat what you kill. What's your motivation?
My motivation, I would say, is we want to have the absolute best experience for the customer. Like, we want to be like just head above everybody else as far as when you deal with Total Roofing, it's a great experience from start to finish. We treat your property like it's our mother's. That came from my Uncle John, who taught me the foundations of roofing and taught me how to take care of people and take care of their property when you're on it. The experience that the customer gets with us, we want to be the absolute best at. We tell prospects and customers, like, we understand it's a risk that you're going to take giving us money. Giving anybody money for a project doesn't matter. It's still a risk. We want to be the lowest risk for you. And, you know, putting them first, I got this from my uncle. We treat your property like it's our mother's. Having that, nobody's going to treat their mom's property like shit. I don't know, maybe some people, but I wouldn't.
What is this?
Yeah, manager John put that together for me.
Oh.
It's something, I guess, I don't know, he found it on
John
Pinterest
got a
or
little
something.
creative with the Pinterest.
He did awesome on that, yeah.
Do you like books?
I'm more of an audio kind of guy.
So
I can read some things.
That's what
but
audio guy does to the books. Just
yeah,
put them on a wall and make
it's
it
for looks only.
How often do you produce content, and what's your content strategy?
I need to be doing more, but of course.
Aren't we all?
But I've recently, so where a hang up was for me was my editor was like, gave me the option to do a bunch of different things, and I'm like, well, I want to control what I want to produce. You know, according to John, and I heard you say it as well too, it doesn't matter so much of what you're doing. You just need to be consistent and get stuff out. So I've kind of let that go to my editor to say, hey, why don't you just come up with my ideas? So all I have to do is you come here and we film. And now that's what we're starting to do. Once a week, he's going to come here and have everything prepped for me, and we film. We're very strict on how we do things. And now, as I've grown, we have, that's the reason why we have people on site, so we can make sure our standards are being upheld. Customers love to see somebody from the company out at their job the entire time, taking photos, talking to them, explaining things if they come out and ask questions about certain things.
My role here is basically to make sure that the crew is staying in tune with what they're supposed to be doing, as well as maintaining cleanliness, being tidy, and staying efficient first and foremost. Just making sure that they're hitting all the marks that they're supposed to be doing and not cutting corners and always going the extra step.
Our site supervisor's job is to ensure that our quality is met on every job and the scope is followed. Since every house and every roof is different, we need to make sure that for each particular project, the scope is being completed and it's being completed up to our standards.
I found Total Roofing through a friend recommended Total Roofing, and I realized that I knew a couple people that had worked there. They have been very responsive through all their communications. I thought we were starting at 8 o'clock this morning, but they showed up at 6, ready to get to work, and it looks like everything's going really well. So I would definitely recommend Total Roofing to anyone that's looking to replace their roof.
We got an awesome project going on right now here in Waterloo, Illinois. We're based out of Waterloo, so it's really important to us to make sure that when we're in the area of our hometown, we're taking good care of the property, as well as keeping good communication up throughout the entire process. So that's basically what we're doing here. And then whenever I can be an extra helping hand up there.
All the employees that work here, I'm so fortunate to have some really good people here that help make this organization better. Jess, that answers the phones and does everything for the office. She is the office mom.
I love working here. Mike's an awesome boss, always teaching and growing the company himself. He encourages that in us. I love everything about working here.
I've known the Augustine family for about 10 years now, and getting to work with the company now for a couple years has just been great. Whether it's in the office or in the field, there's just a lot of opportunity to learn. So, great place to work.
One thing I really like about the company is it always feels like a family. You know, you can be true to yourself. and you can really rely on the people that you work with, as well as trust everybody, and it's very tight knit. I'm excited to see how the company grows as it does, and I'm even more grateful to be a part of it.
It would be hard for our company to put out the quality that we put out without them. And then again, back to our crews. We couldn't do this without them. No company could. They are a huge part of our success as well. You have to have mature businesses, and you hear it, that there's levels revenue-wise that your business goes to, and that require different systems to get to the next level. So if you can understand that early on, that for everything that I'm doing in this business, I'm going to have a system on how it's done every time, that will help you out so much, because you don't have to do it differently every time. As soon as it happens, it's like clockwork of whatever the procedure is, it's done the same way every time. Now you can tweak it, but you need to have some type of system in place, and I don't think you can do that too early. So if you do that early on, I think it can only help you grow more rapidly. So as a father of 3 kids, in 20 years from now, driving around, I want to still have an immense pride in saying that your dad's company replace that roof and that roof and that roof, and being able to stand behind that just like we do today. We want to be able to have pride in every roof that we install. So being able to tell my kids that as they get older, hopefully it excites them. Hopefully in 20 years, maybe some of them are working in the business, but certainly hope to instill some pride in them as well too.